from the Christian leaders whom I spoke to, they're sticking on to the fact that the attacks are against Christians out there. They are being targeted.
BJP vice president who recently resigned from Manipur state unit of the BJP. His name is Vanram Chaunka. So what he told in an interview is that Prime Minister Narendra Modi has himself failed Manipur constitutionally and politically.
This also comes at a time when BJP is focusing on massive outreach in Kerala as far as the Christian community is concerned.
The people who were into the minority morcha, just because of their religious feelings, they have started thinking differently. Okay, this is not going to work out. They have started backing out.
This is quite interesting, like how it all the Bonhomie Easter time Bonhomie fell flat within like a period of 2 months or so.
So the easiest thing to get in touch with BJP was to attack Muslims. That was the first thing Church did here in Kerala. So they started the love jihad was the easiest topic they could take it.
Like however you try to place your trust in a party like BJP for whatever reasons, like it's something that minorities cannot afford to do anymore. That's the kind of feeling that has been generated even among the Christian community.
Hello and welcome to the News Minute. For the past 2.5 months, there is massive violence in Manipur. And now horror stories are coming to light. There is death and despair, and people have been rendered homeless. There is no end to the violence that triggered between the two communities, the Kukis and the Meiteis, from May 3rd onwards. There are questions that are being raised against the state government, the Manipur BJP government, as to what exactly they're doing and why they are unable to stop the violence. And on the other hand, the opposition parties are also accusing the Prime Minister of remaining silent. The parliament is on a logjam because opposition parties are demanding a statement from the Prime Minister. Apart from that, the BJP is also facing some tough questions in Kerala. The BJP that was, carrying massive outreach within the Christian community in Kerala is now facing backlash. The News Minute has been following these developments, and we have also written a couple of stories about it. And now things have come to the extent that the church leaders are going all out against the BJP, and they are saying that it's a systematic attack on the Christians in Manipur, and the BJP will pay a heavy price for it. And to talk about this, I have with me the News Minute's Senior Associate Editor Binu Karnakaran from Kochi, and Harita John, Principal Correspondent of the News Minute from Kerala. Thank you so much for talking to us. Binu, I'll come to you first. Can you tell me, what is the relationship between Kerala and Manipur? Why are there such strong ties? Why are people of Kerala concerned about what's happening in Manipur?
Is the presence of the Christian churches there in Manipur, which is involved in missionary work and a lot of educational activities there in Manipur. And northeast of India had the presence of missionaries, I think, like for the past 200 years or so. And missionary workers, working in missionary people, churches were active in Manipur like around for the past 125 years. So there are a lot of other churches working in Manipur, which have their like priests from Kerala there. There have been a lot of people who, these missionaries get posted in northeast states. So, for the past few decades, there has been a close kind of bonding between the churches and Manipur. So that's one thing that we can say about like how close the ties are between Manipur and Kerala churches.
Uh, Harita, you have been speaking to a lot of people about what's happening in Manipur, the situation there. What are you hearing from people who have traveled to Manipur to get a sense of what's happening on ground? There are a couple of MPs who have traveled to Manipur. They have also come back and they have reported. What are the main concerns? What are they expressing now?
So mainly from the Christian leaders whom I spoke to, they are sticking on to the fact that the attacks are against Christians out there. They are being targeted. So the still this topic of whether a religion is involved in this violence is still being discussed. But still, the Kerala Christian leaders and Kerala Christian community here who whose representatives have already been to Manipur a couple of times have strongly believed that Christians are being targeted here, especially because this Kukis and Naga community, majority of them are Christians, like almost all of them are Christians. And even the people who like most of the migrants from here to Manipur are Christians who run schools there, who run Christian organizations there. They have charity institutions out there. So they both are missionaries and even common people run church based institutions out there. So all of them believe that this is a planned attack against Christians. Whether it is true or not, it's a separate thing. But they do believe, the Christian community in Kerala now totally believe that. Even the church community believe that, because there are being a frequent communication between like the groups who are working there in the ground and who have traveled there, and even the church leader have come back here, and at the Kerala church have been conducting various protests at different districts, and even at every protest they are keen to conduct classes by the priest or somebody who have visited Manipur. And when they explain things, the narrative is that the Christian community is being targeted there. So that is causing a major unrest and concern out here among the Christians. There's no much difference between the Christian factions or two, whether it is Catholics or whether it is evangelists. Everyone has got that concern and unrest in at present among the community out here. So that is how it's being conveyed, like even from the church or even from the missionary part or even who work there or who run institutions out there. So that's how the communication is conveyed here.
Bino, how is the state government looking at it? Have they made any statements in this regard to protect people who are living in Manipur, people who are from Kerala?
All political parties in Kerala, including the CPIM, have made statements. The senior leaders, including the state secretary, the chief minister, Mr. Pinarayi Vijayan, all of them have made statements against the ongoing violence in Manipur, calling for peace, stopping atrocities against the tribal people. So that has been happening. So one thing that we need to see is that it's not just a church that is saying that like the Christians are being targeted in Manipur. Recently, the BJP vice president who recently resigned from Manipur state unit of the BJP, his name is Vanram Chaunka. So what he told in an interview is that the BJP is an anti-Christian party, and Prime Minister Narendra Modi has himself failed Manipur constitutionally and politically. So he directly called people who are responsible behind this what is happening in Manipur. He blamed Biren Singh and the Union Home Minister Amit Shah. So he particularly said that the BJP is an anti-Christian party. So I don't think that it is just an accusation being made by Christian churches in Kerala. So there are a lot of people who feel that it is actually there was a targeted religious violence against Christian community in Manipur.
This also comes at a time when BJP is focusing on massive outreach in Kerala as far as the Christian community is concerned. Recently, when the Prime Minister visited Kochi, he met bishops of various churches and denominations. So, how is this getting impacted, Bino?
Uh, this is quite interesting, like how it all the Bonhomie Easter time Bonhomie fell flat within like a period of 2 months or so. We had like April, May, and June, and suddenly the churches and the Christian leaders who were making supportive statements uh, vis-a-vis an alliance with the BJP or an electoral kind of understanding for the upcoming parliamentary elections. Suddenly, it all vanished. So there was something working on the ground, like for over a year. These kind of contacts were being made to create a kind of an approach road kind of thing that would help them build a bridge. But uh, and the Easter time like visit of Narendra Modi to Kerala and the meeting with the bishops that happened. Then the BJP leaders uh, like were walking into homes of Christians and then kind of building a community kind of uh, uh, tie-ups. So suddenly, like within a span of 2 months, this all uh, fell apart. So one should say that like while there was a kind of a plan to build these kind of bridges, they did not have a roadmap to take these ties forward further. So once this Manipur thing happened, uh, the entire political scenario changed. So I think now this has also kind of impacted like the church, which is finding itself in a kind of a political uh, wilderness. The Congress has been out of power in Kerala for the past 2 terms. So they were not comfortable with the CPIM. The church was not comfortable with the CPIM because of they felt that the Muslim community was having a great deal of influence over the ruling dispensation in Kerala.
Okay.
So that was also one of the reasons why they tried to kind of uh, uh, cozy up with the BJP through its statements. So all this have suddenly vanished, which is opening up a new space for the Congress.
So, Harita, you wrote a couple of stories. One, how church is siding away with the BJP or getting influenced by the BJP. That was your first story, which drew a lot of criticism. There were attacks on you. But now, after Manipur, what has changed on ground? When you're talking to the same people that you spoke a couple of months ago, what are they saying now?
So this connection between church and BJP, it's a long, like ever since the first Narendra Modi government, maybe in the 2015 2016, it has started to like take its grip in Kerala. So the first the head of the Catholic Church meeting Prime Minister in Delhi. So that was all a beginning of it. Like the visibly we were witnessing that, okay, there is going to be some connection. And the mouthpiece of church publishing an article saying like publishing the schemes of Narendra Modi government, Deepika publishing in like a big article on it. So that were all the visible signs in the initially when we saw in 2016 2015, those times. Then they had a clear plan, like frequently they started making statements in support of this. So the easiest thing to get in touch with BJP was to attack Muslims. That was the first thing church did here in Kerala. So they started the love jihad was the easiest topic they could take it. So that was the first thing to do, like step by step over the years. From 2015 they started making statements, they started publishing articles, and some other groups started growing up within the church. They are extremely to the right, like their views are very, they have started anti-halal campaigns, love jihad campaigns, and all this were like directly or indirectly were supported by the church or church leadership. Some or other leader extended them support even publicly. Leaders means the priest, the prominent priest within the church. So we have been witnessing that. So they developed that over the years, and in between they had conducted meetings, and in 2002 they had conducted meetings with JP Nada. So that was between two bishops, one Knanaya bishop and Changanasheri bishop. They both conducted meeting with JP Nada, but till now they haven't agreed to that. They deny that totally. Both the KCBC, Kerala Catholic Bishops Council, and BJP deny that they have met JP Nada, but they did meet. And the next comes the most controversial remarks from Pala Bishop, Kalarangad Bishop, who says, who talks about narcotic jihad, who coined the term narcotic jihad, which caused a lot of uproar. The chief minister had to come up with the data and counter it, saying that no, there is no narcotic jihad in Kerala and there is no love jihad in Kerala. But they stick down to the fact that there is love jihad in Kerala, even if the Kerala High Court had ruled out it. So all this happened, and that was how we knew that Kerala Church is going to have a strong bonding with the BJP. And finally, even the Talasheri bishop even bargained, saying that okay, if we raise the rubber prices to rupees 300, we are going to give you an MP. So that was a direct offer from the Kerala Church that we are going to give an. So whether they are that powerful or not is another question. That whether they can make people vote, or that's a different question. But still, it all happened. But when the things changed. Within 1 month, so when I spoke to them, spoke to all these people within the church in May, even in the May, they said that what was happening in Manipur is just clash between two tribes. There's nothing religious in that. They stick on to the fact that maybe they hope that BJP will soon step into it and this clash will soon end. It will be yet another ethnic fight that has been happening in Northeast or something. They thought that it is going to end. But it did not happen. So after a month, from June onwards, they started thinking, and it's not just thinking. What I have came to know from the sources, that Manipur Bishop, Dominic Bishop, had sent some representatives to Kerala, who is basically from like the priest from Kerala. They have sent to Kerala, and they had convinced the KCBC out here. They had convinced the bishops and leadership out here that this is happening. That the Christians are the most affected in Manipur. So that's how the things got changed here. And even now, even at this situation, the bishops who spoke a lot in support of BJP, whether it is Pala Bishop, Changanasheri Bishop, Kanyurapalli Bishop, or whether it is Tamarasheri Bishop, all these bishops have been very critical on this jihad thing, and and they were very close to the BJP ideology. They haven't spoken out yet.
Because Satyadibam has written an editorial in which it has come down heavily on the union government, the Modi government, for what's happening in Manipur, the failure of the Modi government, while they are questioning the failure of the Manipur government as well as the union government. They are also questioning the silence of the bishop. The bishops who met Narendra Modi while during his visit to Kochi, why are they quiet on what's happening in Manipur? Why are they not speaking about it? Is the criticism that has started to come within the Christian community. So, what exactly is happening? What is the discussion that is going on within the Christian community in Kerala?
It is for sure that the kind of criticism even the senior church leaders made after what happened in Manipur, this was quite vehement. Like you can't say that like it was muted after a while. Like initially it was all muted, but they even used the term genocide to refer to what was happening in Manipur, and that was something unprecedented. So there is this criticism that the church leaders were kind of muted initially, but I think that has changed over the past few weeks. Ever since all these statements were being made, So it was also like quite perplexing. Like, why was the church taking such a vehement stand? So uh, Manipur is also one state where I think which has the largest Christian population when you consider the other northeastern states.
Northeast region.
So
Yeah.
yeah, in the northeast region itself, I think there are like close to 40 percentage of people who are like consider themselves as Christians. Uh, so I think that is one reason why this has happened. And it also shows that like however you try to uh, place your trust in a party like BJP for whatever reasons, like it's something that minorities cannot afford to do anymore. That's the uh, kind of feeling that has been generated among the Christian community.
Harita, the same Satyadeepam editorial had also questioned the Prime Minister who spoke about Kerala story during the Karnataka election is not talking about the Manipur story, what's happening in Manipur. So, how are people looking at Prime Minister's silence as far as Manipur is concerned?
Yes.
Particularly from the Christian community, and also, a large amount of politics is also involved. So, particularly from the Christian community, what is the sentiment that is prevailing on Prime Minister's silence?
So even when this Christian community in Kerala, not the Christian community, the Christian representatives in Kerala were getting close to BJP, there was a section who were always critical about that. And the Satyadeepam represented that. Satyadeepam had always been critical, and they heavily came down on all the bishops who spoke, whether all the statements they had countered it. So Satyadevam, even though it is the mouthpiece of the church, but still it had been critical. So that also represented a community that being like it is not okay for this minority community to get close to the BJP or any Sangh Parivar groups. And the silence of PM has also surprised some bishops. So they were telling that we expected, they sent many letters from Kerala, like they sent separately, they sent as case like KCBC, as officially they have sent the letters, and they expected, because they had a close meeting in last April. It's been only a few months, and they did not expect that PM will not reply to them, or there will not be a silence from them. So that had surprised them. And what we have seen from Bishop Pamplani, that lashing out on Manipal, was an immediate response of PM silence too. So even the KCBC, that many of the priests have come out and have heavily coming down on Prime Minister. So because that was their, like, it was a shock for them that PM did not respond to that, and it was also a revelation for them. Yeah, okay, this is not going to work out, this tie-up is not going to work out, because even the PM, even the sources were telling me that they were like the BJP were planning to have a tie-up with the non-evangelical churches. They only aimed at Catholic churches, not the evangelical churches, because that conversion thing, and even they have conflict over many other issues too. They already have that, this even the UCC and the conversion thing, everything, like they have problems with BJP. So obviously they can't agree on that. That is why BJP was aiming at non-evangelical churches. But when considering the Manipur, like a majority of the churches, the majority of the Christians comes under evangelical groups. So and the Catholics are minority out there, even if it's among the cookies or with the Nagas. But they knew that they have to stick together. So that they have realized now in Kerala.
Bino, and what is the response of the BJP in the backdrop of the bloody developments that have taken place in Manipur? What are they saying? Like, are they trying to salvage the situation? Have they been successful? Are they reaching out to the Christian community and trying to tell them that, somehow convince them that all is good in Manipur? And is the Christian community buying that argument? That is the question.
No, I don't. I don't think that has been happening. There have been the statements, all the statements made by BJP leaders in the state, including the state president Surendran. They have all been in denial. Like there's no such thing like it's happening that the Christians are being targeted or anything. I don't think that that kind of rapprochement is being made right now. So that was also one of these, like what happened to that. I mean, it shows that they didn't have any kind of roadmap at all. This was just a feelers being thrown for an electoral alliance probably in 2024.
Probably
So
a trial and error just to see how the
yeah.
community is responding.
Yeah, so Kerala is a particular case also because you won't be able to get in power here unless you have a kind of some kind of electoral uh, uh, understanding with these either of these minority communities, either the Christians or the Muslims or the political or religious organizations that are affiliated to the communities. So that's a stark reality of Kerala, and the BJP was particularly aware of like what how it would shape up in Kerala in 2024 and probably in the next state assembly elections. So that could have been one of the reasons why they adopted this approach, which has now like totally gone uh, kaput.
Okay, Harita, and what is the way forward for the BJP ahead of 2024 elections? Since their BJP outreach has fallen flat after the Manipur violence, and people are shocked to see what's happening in Manipur. Now there are several questions that are being raised against the BJP. Even people who supported the BJP are turning around and asking questions to the Prime Minister as well as to the BJP government in Manipur, saying, "Hey, what are you guys doing?" So, if that is the situation elsewhere, what exactly is the stand of the BJP in Kerala? What are they going to do? And do you think that this is going to have an impact in the upcoming 2024 elections or leading to 2024 elections?
There'll be certainly an impact, obviously, in 2024 elections. But BJP was not able to make like a good impact until now. They haven't, like, only the leadership and a certain a very minority of a small community, like small people, like number of people only they were able to influence as this to this their ideology from the Christian community. Because even in 2000, we have seen, as we have seen in 2021 elections, like they have already been in touch with the Christians in Kerala. They have made meetings, and even the people from the Christian community have started campaigning for BJP. They have extended all their support to BJP candidates in many of the hilly districts of Kerala, but still they were not able to make much impact. So even if this hasn't happened, I don't think that these leaders were so powerful enough uh, to influence the voting choices and all. I don't think so, because the Catholic leaders were not that powerful, even though the many of the political parties think so, but they are not. So that is another thing. They haven't made that much influence already. And in 2024 elections, yeah, they have, like, many of the people, even the people who were, even the Christians who were working in minority mocha, have started thinking differently. That many of them have shared their feelings that they were kind of like they were into the minority morcha just because the people who were into the minority morcha, just because of their religious feelings, they have started thinking differently. Okay, this is not going to work out. This is this they have started backing out. But the groups like CASA, or whether it is Warriors of Cross, these are all the groups that exist within the church, which was earlier supported by the church leaders, who are so much, like, most of them are minority mocha members. So these groups still exist. They still believe that the what is going is the ethnic fights. That's how they campaign too. So they are close to the BJP, but it's a very minority. It's not the
Okay.
majority of church here.
Okay. Thank you, Bino and Harita, for your insights. We will keep a close watch on the developments that happens in Kerala with regard to the church and the BJP. And Harita has, filed a couple of copies, particularly on this issue that how things have changed for the BJP, how the fortunes of BJP have gone down in Kerala after the Manipur violence and the kind of backlash that BJP has been facing in Kerala. So do follow those stories and do support independent journalism and become a member of the News Minute. Thank you so much for watching.